Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to NXT In Your House. Well, we were gonna get started. I thought we were gonna have some pyro go up, but I guess not. Samoa Joe said, "Let's get it on. Let's do this." As here comes the Samoa Submission Machine. We're gonna get Samoa Joe and Bobby Lashley started off quickly here as we are live and sold out in the most famous arena in the entire world. Madison Square Garden for NXT In Your House. I'm your host, Coltrane. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen, for NXT In Your House. This should be an absolutely amazing show. We have some championship matches tonight. Big scores will be settled, including this big one between these two of Samoa Joe and Bobby Lashley, and so much more to come, folks, including a massive main event evening for the NXT Championship. Aliester Black versus Drew McIntyre. I'm so excited for that one, ladies and gentlemen. As here comes Bobby Lashley taking it back to the old school way with the song tonight, boys. You gotta love it. I love it so much, ladies and gentlemen, as here comes Lashley. Now, Samoa Joe, he has been in the news. Samoa Joe has, over the last few weeks, turned his back on the top 1% slowly but surely. I saw it on the first episode of NXT when he knocked off leader EC3. Then the following week, he came out and he caused the top 1% a tag team match. And then he knocked out another member of the top 1%. Now, just last week, Bobby Lashley came out and said, after Samoa Joe expressed why he left the top 1% and say, "Oh, Samoa Joe is nothing but a baby. Samoa Joe is nothing but a coward. He's not a shut up his own man." Now we're getting this one-on-one match between Joe and Lashley. So start off in Your House tonight. It'll be interesting to see how this one goes, ladies and gentlemen. Samoa Joe has been on an absolute tear the last few weeks. As he announced last week on NXT, he wants a 2-on-1, he wants a 3-on-1 handicap match. He wants all three members of the top 1% against him at NXT TakeOver Chicago too. Is this guy insane? I think Samoa Joe might be a little bit insane. I don't know. Does he have a death wish or something like that? Bobby Lashley dropping Joe to the ground twice there. Absolute power there by Bobby Lashley. He ain't no slouch. Lashley has been in absolutely incredible matches since coming to NXT. Lashley versus Daniel Bryan was rated one of the best matches of the war. There's a spear out of nowhere. That's it. Joe able to get the shoulder of as Lashley. He cut Joe in half with that spear. Well, the action is fast-paced and on a roll so far. Here in Your House, as here comes Bobby Lashley. He slams down Samoa Joe. Look at the strength and power there by Bobby Lashley, and we're on a roll. Samoa Joe has something to prove. Samoa Joe has something to gain from tonight as he wants to prove what he's all about. Oh, Joe throws Lashley out, and Samoa Joe takes him down on the outside. And here comes the Samoan Submission Machine as he's waiting for Bobby Lashley to get back up to his feet. And as he drops him, referee begins his count at 1 as Samoa Joe now take down to the outside. And as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, it has been fast-paced since the beginning, and Madison Square Garden is loving it right now. The most famous arena in the world, hosting the most classic show in the world. In Your House, the NXT edition. I'm so excited that we brought this back for one night only. This is going to be awesome. Oh, kind of sexy by the referee here. Joe needs to get back Lashley back inside the ring. 7. Oh man! Samoa Joe not playing no games. Here comes Joe as Joe grounds Lashley down to the ground there. As now Samoa Joe goes for a cover on Bobby Lashley. This should do it. Lashley's in trouble, but a kick out at 2 there by Bobby Lashley. I keep telling people Bobby Lashley ain't no slouch. He's not going to quit that easy, ladies and gentlemen. And Samoa Joe, oh my goodness, Samoa Joe wrenching the neck of Bobby Lashley though. Now Bobby Lashley, trying to get back up to his feet. It's Bobby Lashley with the forearms back to the gut and big shot to the face of Samoa Joe. And now here comes Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley with a football tackle there. Oh, now they're a little bit when Lashley played football. As he just takes him down and down that Samoa Joe. Oh my goodness. Absolutely incredible there. It's not Bobby Lashley. Looking to go for it here. Looking to take it. Samoa Joe blocks him. Counter there by Joe. And now look at Lashley in the corner. Lashley in the corner though. Lashley shows the strength. Hey, power! Dropping Samoa Joe for the win. It's over. Joe gets the shoulder out. But the kick to the back there by Bobby Lashley. And now here comes Lashley. Went for the Dominator, but Joe looked like he blocked the Dominator. Joe looks like he blocked it. Now Samoa Joe takes him down. And now Joe picking up Lashley. Joe, slams him down once again. And now here comes Samoa Joe. Now Joe takes him down again. He's building up some momentum, looking to put Bobby Lashley away. And now, look at this. Oh, man! Absolute beauty there by Samoa Joe. I thought Samoa Joe got that neckbreaker. Neckbreaker by Lashley. What a counter. That counter is absolutely creative there. And now Bobby Lashley picking up Samoa Joe. Lashley, big shot to the face there by Joe. And now Bobby Lashley. What's he gonna be? Wait for the Dominator. Joe counters. And now Lashley slaps him down. He picks him back up. Joe goes for his combination. Lashley's in trouble. He does it right. And now Samoa Joe. Moving up for that kick again by Joe. Lashley got him, but Joe down to the midsection. Lashley counters him again. And now, Joe counters him again. Now, Joe, here he goes. The kick again for a second time. There, Samoa Joe. And now Samoa Joe. He's going for it. Corkia Clutch is locked in. The Corkia Clutch is locked in. This should do it. Bobby Lashley is in deep trouble. What's Lashley gonna do? Is he gonna tap out? Lashley taking a bite and he has no choice. Bobby Lashley taps out to Samoa Joe. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolute classic that was to start off NXT in your house. What a banger. No opening, just right into the action as Samoa Joe conquers Bobby Lashley, and he gets the massive win ahead of NXT TakeOver Chicago 2. I hope the top 1% are ready because Samoa Joe has momentum. He's been on a roll, he's been on a tear, and he is very, very dangerous right now. Samoa Joe gets the massive win to start off NXT in your house, live from Madison Square Garden. Well, we just seen Bobby Lashley and Samoa Joe put on an absolute classic to start off NXT in your house. But now that we got a break from a little bit from the action, let's break down everything else that you guys will be seeing here tonight, live for In Your House. First, starting off with Batista. Batista is making his return back to WWE for the first time since WrestleMania Las Vegas, when he conquered the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar. The Animal will be in action against a mystery opponent tonight. Who's it gonna be? Let me know in the premiere chat who the Animal Batista will be facing here at In Your House. It should be a great one. And we also got the NXT Women's Championship matchup, as Sasha Banks will be taking on Candice Lerae. This has been very, very interesting. As Sasha Banks called out the NXT Women's Division, she thought the NXT Women's Division didn't have no fight. She thought the NXT Women's Division wasn't good enough. But Candice LeRae, she won that Women's Battle Royal. She has all the momentum in the world to face the boss Sasha Banks here tonight live in Madison Square Garden in New York City. This should be a very, very interesting one. This should be a very intriguing matchup as the boss takes on Candice LeRae for the NXT Women's Championship. Who you got winning this matchup? Let me know in the premiere chat. And finally, your main event evening is Drew McIntyre versus Aliester Black. Aliester Black has been very, very dangerous since making his return back to NXT. He wants gold around his waist. He felt like WrestleMania Las Vegas was not his best. He looks for championship gold here against the NXT champion Drew McIntyre. Who wins this one? Let me know in the premiere chat down below, as it's time for some more action. It is time to start the best of 5, as here comes the NXT North American champion, Buddy Murphy. It's Murphy versus Daniel Bryan to start their best of 5 off here tonight live at NXT In Your House. Now, this best of 5 should be absolutely incredible. I am so excited to see all 5 of these matches, if we get all 5 of them, between Buddy Murphy and Daniel Bryan. Buddy Murphy has been on an absolute roll here tonight. I'm sorry. He's been on an absolute roll since making since the beginning of, I can't talk tonight. Since the beginning of season 7. He's the NXT North American champion. He's been winning match after match after match. He's been having classic after classic after classic here in NXT. He seems unstoppable. The same can go for Daniel Bryan, as this should be a very, very good one between Murphy and Bryan. As Murphy looks like he has some words for the WWE Universe coming up right now. It should be interesting.
You know, night about champion. We got Drew versus Aliester. We got Sasha versus Candice. And then the only thing that people can say about me is, oh, he has the best of 5 with Daniel Bryan. And even then, I'm at the bottom of that conversation, because the only thing people talk about there is Daniel Bryan versus Kenny Omega with a classic from last week.
Dang.
They don't talk about me, the best kept secret, picking up the win over Tommaso Ciampa. No.
They don't talk about that. He's not lying.
Well, you know what? I'm going to change that. I'm going to insert my name into this hat. So, Daniel Bryan, consider yourself lucky, because I've decided to talk to Kurt and raise the stakes for this best of 5, and now this best of 5 is going to be for the North American Championship. So if you can, come on, make your way out to this ring so I can be 1-0.
Whoa, what? So this best of 5 now is for the North American Championship. Holy crap! Daniel Bryan has an opportunity to win a championship that he's never won here in this series before. the NXT North American Championship if he wins this best of 5. And I don't blame Buddy Murphy. Everybody was talking about Kenny Omega and Bryan. It was talked about the entire week last week, ever since it happened. Nobody was talking about how Buddy Murphy beat Tommaso Ciampa. How Buddy Murphy has not lost a matchup since making this debuting here in NXT as the NXT North American Champion. Murphy has not lost one match. Murphy has been absolutely incredible. Murphy has done this. Murphy has done that. Nobody's talking about that. Everybody's talking about with Sasha and Candice, the NXT Championship. Nobody's paying attention to Buddy Murphy, and it looks like they're finally going to pay attention, and this is going to be for the North American Championship. The winner of the best of 5 is the North American Champion. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Referee signs for the belt. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You know, I'm glad that Buddy Murphy has finally reached stage. Now y'all gonna pay attention. Now everybody's gonna look at this match. Now people are going to salvage in these two going for best of 5 because now there's something on the line. Daniel Bryan can win a championship that he's never won before in the NXT North American Championship. What a kick there by Buddy Murphy! And let's get it started. What a kick there! I felt that kick there by Murphy. Murphy took it to Daniel Bryan, and I think Daniel Bryan he's in deep trouble. Oh my God, this is not good for Daniel Bryan at all. As Murphy has got him up and down, Bryan goes. Could we be looking at the first loss that Buddy Murphy has taken here in NXT tonight? Can Daniel Bryan upset Murphy? Because in my opinion, this would be an upset. Buddy Murphy has not lost in season 7 at all. Let that sink in. Ever since the WWE draft, Murphy has not lost. He won at the WWE draft. He beat Tommaso Ciampa. He has won all his NXT North American, all his NXT matches. He hasn't lost a single match. So this will be huge if Daniel Bryan can beat this guy, especially coming off of 1 week ago when Daniel Bryan put a classic against Kenny Omega that everybody and their mother had praised. Everybody was talking about that classic. That's how Daniel Bryan earned this best of 5 because of matches like that. But Murphy can beat Bryan 1 week ago. That classic. That would be amazing. It's a cover here on Daniel Bryan. This could do it here. Oh, but a kick out at 2 there by Daniel Bryan. He barely gets the shoulder up at 2, and Murphy can't believe it. But Murphy, this is the same guy that went toe-to-toe with Kenny Omega and gave him a classic last week. In my opinion, a 5-star classic as a drop kick there by Buddy Murphy. It's not gonna be that easy. And Murphy's look like he's making it easy as a Daniel Bryan chant coming out here, and MSG is a power bombing and a kick out again by Daniel Bryan. And now Buddy Murphy. Oh my goodness me! Oh, I think he got the eyes. I think Murphy has the eyes of Daniel Bryan, and he's wedging it back. This hurts. Another Daniel Bryan chant pouring out here in the MSG. MSG's on a roll with the chants right now. It's up and down. Daniel Bryan goes as Murphy now. Another chant. It was long Daniel Bryan, and that's what Buddy Murphy said. I'm gonna make you love me. The Daniel Bryan chants have been absolutely incredible tonight. They're just on their roll. It's now Buddy Murphy throwing Daniel Bryan into the barricade. It's a count of 4 here by the referee. Clothesline once again there by Buddy Murphy. Count of 5 by the ref. And another clothesline there by Murphy. As Daniel Bryan is in deep trouble here. And now Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy now. Murphy picking up Daniel Bryan. What's Buddy Murphy thinking here? Murphy drop kick to Daniel. As a cover here once again here by Buddy Murphy. Got him and a kick out at 2. A kick out at 2 there. And now Bryan is in trouble right now as Buddy Murphy has dominated the majority of this matchup as Buddy Murphy takes down Daniel Bryan there. And now the trash talk is happening, but Buddy Murphy knows that he might have this in the bag. And you can just see the trash talk there as Murphy now went for it, but Bryan able to get out of it, and here comes Bryan. Though. Bryan trying to fight back. And now Daniel Bryan, he must got him, but Buddy Murphy staying a big boot there by Buddy Murphy. And now Daniel Bryan is in trouble once again. Buddy Murphy going for another power bomb. It's a cover here, but a rope break saves Daniel Bryan. Buddy Murphy still salvaging in it. The big old ego of the best kept secret here on display, as he has dominated the majority of this first match of the best of 5. Looks like Daniel Bryan just has no answer for Buddy Murphy right now. That's not Buddy Murphy picking him up. But Daniel Bryan! Out of nowhere! Yes, look! Locked in, but a rope break saves Murphy! Yes, MSG, this is awesome! As here comes Bryan! Bryan DDT! Now Daniel Bryan gets some momentum! Takes him down! Bryan back in it! Counted by Bryan! Here he goes! Throws him in! Got him to yes! All in the corner! This is Daniel Bryan's to win now! Out of nowhere, this burst of energy from the yes man Daniel Bryan! But Murphy trying to stop it! But a forearm smash there by Daniel Bryan! Daniel Bryan takes him down. And now Daniel Bryan picking up Buddy Murphy. Murphy's into a drop kick by Bryan. And now a cover on Murphy, but a kick out at two by Murphy again. Murphy no slouch, I can tell you that for sure. But there comes Daniel. Again. Went for it, but like I said, too slow. But Bryan catches him and takes him down the ground. Submission hold is locked in. What's Murphy gonna do? Here? As Daniel Bryan got Buddy Murphy in trouble. Murphy able to counter it and get out of it. Take down there by Daniel Bryan. And now look at this. Got Bryan in the corner. Here comes Bryan. Takes him down for the second time. And Daniel Bryan. Oh my goodness. Murphy back to his feet. Oh my. Murphy counters. And a Murphy to the top rope of Bryan counters it once again. Here comes Daniel Bryan. Elbow drop. Cover. He got him. And a kick out at two there by Buddy Murphy. Murphy able to survive once again. Murphy's not playing no games with Daniel Bryan. And now drop kick once again there by Daniel Bryan. And now Bryan went for a baseball slide, but he couldn't get it. Oh no! Look at this. Murphy drop kick to the back of Daniel Bryan. What a contest this has been for the best of 5. Daniel Bryan got him! His leg locked in! Buddy Murphy's gonna tap! This should do it! It's over! But Murphy Murphy! No, it's the smack stare by Murphy! The smack stare by Murphy. Is he able to get out of it? Buddy Murphy goes for a powerbomb, but a counter there by Daniel Bryan. Roll up by Bryan. This should do it, but a rope break saves him. And now Daniel Bryan has got Murphy in trouble. Murphy, counters and drives the knee into the midsection. And now Murphy rolls up Daniel Bryan, but a rope break once again. Rope break once again. Murphy kicks him to the midsection. Murphy, went for Murphy's Law, but Bryan able to move on the knee. Oh, it looked like a Randy, but Bryan went flying again. Looked like a running knee, but I guess it's not. Oh, right to the leg. Oh my God, he extended his leg. And now an armbar by Bryan. Armbar should do it. Is it enough? I don't think it is. Murphy counters again. Now Murphy, sleeper hold. Sleeper hold's locked in. But Bryan able to get out of it. Again. And now Daniel Bryan takes him down again. And look at Daniel Bryan go. No slouch, get it. Locks it in again for a second time. Is locked in. This should do it. But Buddy Murphy is determined to not give up. He's not giving up at all. Murphy got Bryan up, and he slams him down. Bridges over for the cover. This should go, and the kick out after by Bryan. Bryan kicks out at 2 once again. Murphy throws him to the outside. Here goes Murphy. Flying through the air as he got him. Counted 3 by the referee. Takedown here by Daniel Bryan. As they had the fall slammed here by Bryan. But Murphy with a shot to the face of his own. Murphy counters Bryan again. Murphy got it. Murphy's Law. That should do it. And now Daniel Bryan. All Murphy got to do is drag him back inside the ring. And it's over. This is it. Cover him. You got it, but Buddy Murphy, he's being egotistical. Bryan Duty, went for it again, but this time Daniel Bryan caught him. Running knee out of nowhere. Daniel Bryan gets the upset. Bryan wins. Daniel Bryan has won. Oh my God! Daniel Bryan has shocked this crowd and Buddy Murphy as he defeats Buddy Murphy for the first time in season 7. Murphy has taken a pin. Oh my God! This crowd is stunned. Daniel Bryan has won. Which means he's only a few wins away from the NXT North American Championship. I am stunned. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to move on here as it is time for the NXT Women's Championship matchup between Sasha Banks and Candice Lerae. This should be a good one. Here comes the challenger for the NXT Women's Championship, Candice Lerae. She was able to win a Women's Battle Royal #1 contendership match for the NXT Women's Championship a couple weeks ago in NXT after Sasha Banks called out the Women's NXT Women's Division, saying that there wasn't worthy competition, that there wasn't enough for Sasha Banks to take on. She basically called the women of NXT weak and not good enough. That led a fire on the NXT Women's Division, and they went on and had a battle royal to determine the #1 contender, which Candice LeRae won. Now she faces the boss Sasha Banks here live, and MSGS. It is boss time! As here comes the NXT Women's Champion, Sasha Banks, and as you can see from the reaction here from this crowd here in New York City, they're not too pleased to see the boss, and I don't blame them. Sasha Banks has been having an ego ever since she beat the greatest woman of all time, Bayley. But I mean, you wouldn't have an ego if you beat Bayley. I mean, come on, guys, think about this for a second. Sasha Banks beat the greatest woman to ever step foot in the ring as a female that most claim, Bayley, at WrestleMania in Las Vegas. I would have an ego too if I beat Bayley twice. I might add, twice she defeated Bayley. One time on a draft and one time at WrestleMania in Las Vegas. So you wouldn't have an ego if you beat Bayley? Come on, I know you would. So as Banks has every right to have an ego here in NXT, but the question is that ego going to come back to bite her? And you know what? Because Kurt Angle has lit a fire in this NXT division. Kurt Angle has spoken out about Sasha Banks and her ego multiple times. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, this should be a great one here as the NXT Women's Championship is on the line. It's going to be Candice LeRae versus Sasha Banks, the boss of NXT. She holds what every woman in here in NXT is fighting for, that NXT Women's Championship. Can Candice LeRae win her first title in this series tonight here live at In Your House, or will the boss retain? Let me know in the premiere chat who you guys got. Make sure you guys use the hashtag CTPINYH on Twitter. CTP In Your House is the hashtag. Also, you can use the hashtag CTPNXT. And be sure to tag us on Twitter to talk about this show live. As Candice LeRae getting things started here, ladies and gentlemen. This should be a great one. As the action has been rolling so far, I still can't believe that Daniel Bryan upsetted Buddy Murphy, and he's 1-0 in the best of 5 series. I wonder how you guys feel about that one, ladies and gentlemen. Buddy Murphy takes his first loss in season 7 just moments ago, and I still can't believe that. Even though Daniel Bryan just had a classic with King of the Guy, I can't believe that he beat Buddy Murphy in that fashion. Buddy Murphy got 2, he got carried away. He got too egotistical, and that came back to bite him. Candice LeRae got a cover here. Will the ego of Sasha Banks come back to bite her tonight? That's what we're about to answer right now. Sasha Banks, so far so good. She's not playing around and sticking in it. As Candice LeRae, went for it. Candice LeRae, look at that beauty! I like the combination of my Candice. She almost had Sasha Banks there. Imagine if Candice LeRae was actually able to defeat Sasha Banks there. That would have been absolutely incredible if she could. As LeRae went for a Hurricane Rana, but Sasha Banks able to counter and a Hurricane Rana of Sasha Banks of her own. Now Sasha Banks celebrating to this Madison Square Garden crowd who are not too fond of her. right to not be too fond of Sasha Banks or the ego that this woman had. The first night of action, she said she's back home, but to save the division. That's all she said. Basically, she put it bluntly. She said, "I'm here to save y'all. Y'all ain't no competition. This is gonna be easy for me." When in reality, it's not really. We got some talented women in this division, including Candice Lerae, who could easily be the NXT Women's Champion. And she was too! Look at that beautiful move there by Candice Lerae to cover here on Sasha Banks. Look at that too. Can you imagine how this one would go? Johnny Gargano's fighting for the WWE Championship this Sunday at Vengeance. Johnny Gargano could be WWE Champion, and Candice Lerae. Oh, Candice! Candice hit it! She hit it! I think that's it! Oh my goodness! I think Candice Lerae might have Sasha Banks here. As I couldn't finish my point, as the action's just not stopping for me to finish my points here tonight. As Lerae, Hurricane Rana! As I was saying, could you imagine how this one would go? Candice Lerae could be walking to the dinner table with the NXT Women's Championship around her waist, and Johnny Gargano could be walking there as well with a WWE title. After this Sunday. Imagine how the Gargano household's gonna be after that. Question is, will both of them win? I just noticed that both her husband and herself are in championship matches this week. They could be walking to that restaurant with gold around their waist. A golden couple right there. Sasha Banks though, big form smash there. By Banks and right to the neck of Candice Lerae. You can argue that Gargano has the harder match to go through. It's a triple threat at Vengeance, so that's gonna be interesting to see how that one goes. Anyway, he might have the hardest way to win, but he might have the easiest way to win because he doesn't have to pin Adam Cole directly. He can pin Finn Balor, and Gargano could win that championship. Meanwhile, for Candice Lerae, she has to pin or submit only one person. It makes it easier, but harder in a sense. It's covered here by Sasha Banks, a woman that has not lost since WrestleMania in Las Vegas. She has not lost a single match in season 7 as well. She won the WWE draft, and she won on NXT TV as well as Candice LeRae, who hasn't lost in season 7 as well. Oh my goodness me! As Sasha Banks, look at her go here. She's been absolutely incredible and impressive so far. They don't call her the boss for nothing, as Candice LeRae has tried to stay in this match, but in the end, Sasha Banks just too much for Candice right now. As the boss got Candice in trouble, but Candice LeRae trying to get back into the match. Takes down Sasha Banks. This could be the tide. The tide could be turning, but Banks wisely moves out of it and kicked in the midsection there by Candice. Kick to the leg of Candice LeRae, and here comes Candice. Here comes Candice. She's not quitting here. Candice LeRae. Has got Sasha Banks in trouble, and Banks in trouble here. Will Banks tap out? I don't think Banks might tap out here. She's trying to fight out of it, and she does. And Sasha Banks doesn't want to quit. Kick to the midsection by Sasha Banks, though. Bankrupt! That should do it. Cover on Candice LeRae. No. As Sasha Banks can't put away Candice LeRae, as Candice LeRae gets the shoulder up at 2. Candice LeRae is not going to quit, and we all know that. She has that rebel heart just like her husband. Both of them have that no quit attitude in them. They're not going to quit until they physically can't do it anymore. And I know Sasha Banks doesn't feel like that, as Sasha Banks has got Candice LeRae in trouble, but no, Candice LeRae able to fight out of it, and Candice flying. As she got Sasha Banks in trouble. Candice lying timer for the win. She got it, and a kick on it too. I thought it was over. I swear this MSG crowd and me thought that Candice Candice Lerae had the victory. And she went for an elbow drop. And right to the leg of Sasha. And now look at a forearm smash there by Sasha Banks. By Candice Lerae to Sasha Banks. With kicks to the midsection there by Candice Lerae. Neckbreaker. Gonna do it again! What a combo! And Candice Lerae could be a few moves away from winning the NXT Women's Championship. Nobody home. Banks trying to take advantage. Banks statement locked him on a rope break. Rope break saves Candice Lerae. And Sasha Banks, I know she's frustrated at that, but Banks, Luther's press takes her down. And the action is flowing quick here. Candice counters. And now look at this. Here comes Candice Lerae. Here she comes. Candice Lerae takes down Sasha Banks on the outside. Candice looking to fly. Oh, what a shot by Sasha Banks! Candice hasn't moved. She's knocked out cold, but here Candice trying to recover. Banks drives the knees in. That should do it. But she's not going for the cover. Banks gonna try another. Banks statement. What a championship. Candice survived. Candice survived, and Sasha Banks can't believe it. Now you can just see the frustration on Sasha Banks' face. She is angry that Candice Lerae is still in there now. Oh no, a counter there by Candice. And now here comes Candice. Candice drives the knee to the gut of Banks. And here comes Candice flying through the air. And now Candice throwing Sasha Banks. And here we go. We got a brawl on the outside. Count of 3 by the referee. And now Candice. Ball right here. Hit the turn. Bounce Sasha Banks' head off that steel turnbuckle there. And they're firing the outside. But each we need to get back inside the ring 5. And you can see Candice is determined to get some momentum, but Banks as well. Banks statement! Banks statement's locked in! Banks statement's locked in on the outside! It's not gonna do no good! It's on the outside of the ring! Count of 8 by the referee! This is a count of 8! No, hey! Get back in the ring! Get back in the ring! It's a double countout! Sasha Banks forces a double countout and she hits the Banks statement on the outside! Oh, come on! NXT Women's Championship right on the head of Candice Lerae. And I'm wondering if this is all planned. We'll be right back. Bull crap. Come on. Banks retains by a countout.
You know what? I don't owe an exclamation for where I've been. So when you finish destroying a beast and you just got finished carrying an entire brand on your back, you can take as much time as you need. However, now I'm here. I would like everyone to know that I'm not just gonna fall in line, okay? See, what the animal wants, the animal takes. And that means championships, and in the case of my opponent tonight, the rest of his miserable career. And you know what? I even told Kurt that if this match isn't no disqualification, he can kiss the greatest wrestler on his roster goodbye. Just like my opponent can kiss his career goodbye. Now, if you excuse me, it's time for me to put in work.
Oh, of course. Of course, Batista's gonna be Batista. Is anybody surprised at this point? Anyways, here we go, folks. For the first time since WrestleMania Las Vegas, the Animal Batista is back in WWE as he's making his debut in his new home of NXT. And of course, you know, he gotta have an ego. I mean, it's Batista, for crying out loud. He's gonna have the biggest ego on the planet. I wonder how Batista actually feels at this statement. He's making his debut tonight here at In Your House. Oh my God! Look at his jacket. I am NXT. It's a play on words that we always say. We are NXT, and this boy has the words "I am NXT" on the back of his jacket. If it doesn't show you the ego of Batista, I don't know what will. Nonetheless, I wonder how Batista feels that Brock Lesnar is fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship at Backlash, and he destroyed him. I wonder if Batista feels petty at that. That the same guy that he defeated and destroyed at WrestleMania Las Vegas is fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship at Backlash. Meanwhile, he is stating that he is NXT and he is having his first match back in WWE since WrestleMania Las Vegas tonight. I'm surprised Batista didn't go out the credit and say that, you know, he's owed a championship match. and brought up the Brock Lesnar stuff. But he's talking about how he is NXT. But I wonder who's going to be the mystery opponent. Who is his opponent tonight? Who's it going to be? Oh my God! Ladies and gentlemen, that's not what they... Oh my! A matchup I always wanted to see. A matchup I wish I could have seen last season. If the stars aligned, Tommaso Ciampa versus Batista. Well, that's how you win to make your debut, taking on one of the most dangerous men in WWE tonight, the creator of one of the most dangerous concepts in this series history, the Project Challenge, Tommaso Ciampa versus Batista, or Mr. I Am NXT. That's probably gonna be his new face. Oh my goodness. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Referee sounds for the bell, and we are underway here, folks. Batista making his debut here in NXT, taking on Tommaso Ciampa. This should be great. If the stars would have aligned, I really wish I would have seen this matchup at Survivor Series, but unfortunately, Batista was not the Intercontinental Champion. It was Johnny Gargano. Fun fact. And we never got to see these two actually face off one-on-one. Imagine if Tommaso Ciampa was the World Heavyweight Champion. Imagine if Ciampa actually won that world title and Batista was the WWE Champion. I don't think, guys, that matchup at Survivor Series probably would have been the most hypest matchup on that card. Oh my goodness. As Ciampa, everyone by the way on, look at Tommaso Ciampa. But hey, we're here tonight. It's no disqualification. We finally get to see this matchup tonight. Oh, it's the kendo stick shots there by Tommaso Ciampa. Oh my goodness me. As Ciampa's taking it to Batista. But hey, Batista, you asked for it, as Goku used to say in those Dragon Ball Z games. You asked for this. You know, when he went Super Saiyan 3. With the kendo sticks. You asked for no DQ. You said, Kurt Angle, I want no disqualification. And Tommaso Ciampa not playing with you. It's a DDT right on the chair. This is what Tommaso Ciampa thrives on. Chaotic matches like this. The kick out at 2 there by Batista. No DQ. You know, no rules. This is what Tommaso Ciampa made his name on in Oh my God! On Monday Night Raw, at the shot with the chair, and that's right in the back of the head of Batista. Ciampa throws down a chair there, and now look at this, Tommaso Ciampa throwing Batista out to the outside of the ring, and Ciampa going for spike DDT. It looked like it was on the chair to Batista. And now Ciampa got the chair once again, and now Batista's in deep trouble. No! Batista went for it, but Ciampa can't get it done as Batista superplex to Ciampa, as he's got Ciampa in deep trouble. And now Batista throwing Ciampa into the turnbuckle and slams him down. Wow. And now Batista, what's he's looking for? Oh, now wait a minute. Oh, a baseball bat. And now look at this. Look at the baseball bat shots. Shots to the side with the baseball bat there by Batista as he takes down Ciampa. Hey, Batista hasn't looked too bad. Hasn't almost wrestling almost a month. Oh my goodness. It looks like there's no ring rust for the animal. Well, he did dominate Brock Lesnar. I'm gonna keep reminding you that. Oh, kick out at 2. That's the King Dart stated himself. I mean, you know, he's taking on the guy that lost at WrestleMania Las Vegas for the World Heavyweight Championship. He got dominated by Batista, so King Dart likes his chances at Backlash. We'll see how that one goes, ladies and gentlemen. As Batista is dominating Tommaso Ciampa right now. Spine buster there by Batista as a cover here on Ciampa. He got him, but a kick out at 2 there once again there by Tommaso Ciampa. And Batista is no slouch. I gotta give it to him. You know, even though he's being an egomaniac, saying that he is NXT, but it's we are NXT. It's not just one man. Batista's not NXT. I mean, the guy haven't even had one official matchup yet, and he's already saying that he's the face of the brand. I don't think he is. I honestly don't think he is the face of the brand. Yes, he has a long way to go, but prove that. Oh, what a counter there by Tommaso Ciampa. I just noticed that Ciampa, he countered that. He has a long way to prove before he's the face of NXT. I mean, you might dominate on SmackDown, but hey, NXT is a whole different landscape with a whole different cast of people here. Now, Ciampa from the top rope. Have a classic with Kenny Omega first. Have a classic with Drew McIntyre first. Then I'll talk about you being the face. As now Ciampa got him in trouble. On board, Batista. As Batista's in deep trouble as Ciampa got that armbar locked in tight. Oh no! Batista rolls out of it. And now Batista taking down Ciampa. And now look at Batista. Look at Batista sturdy, being that egomaniac like he is. He's one of the biggest in the business. I can tell you that now. Now look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh man, a shot to the midsection. And now, Tommaso Ciampa. Wow. And now Ciampa. He got it! Right on the outside! That should do it! Bring him inside the ring! As I think that's it! As Ciampa hit the fairy tale ending on the outside of the ring! Cover on Batista! He's beat him! No, not enough! And I can't believe it! I thought that was enough to get the victory, but I guess not. As Tommaso Ciampa can't put away Batista here. And now Ciampa's got a chair. Ciampa's got a chair here. What's Ciampa thinking? Shot with the chair. And now a DDT right on that steel chair once again. Once again, another DDT on the chair. Now what's Tommaso Ciampa thinking? Is he thinking, oh no, he's not gonna do, oh my god, no, guys, Ciampa, fairy tale ending again, cover on Batista, it's over, I don't know, it's not enough as Batista survives again. Oh my god, I thought he was gonna do a fairy tale ending right on those chairs. That would have been ball game. Looked like he couldn't angle it right. Oh, spine buster on the steel chairs. What goes around comes around. Ciampa laid out the steel chairs, and Batista made him pay for it. Oh my goodness. And now Batista slams him down. And now dragging Tommaso Ciampa here in the middle of the ring. Batista now. Oh no, Batista bomb. Oh man. What a Batista bomb that was! As that should do it. No. Now Batista going for it again. Batista bomb on the steel chairs! And it looks like it's elementary as it took out both men. Ciampa somehow is still standing up from that. I don't know how. And Batista had to work to get up as it took so much out of him. And now he's going for it for a third time. A third Batista bomb. Oh my god. A third one. Now a cover. That should do it. Batista wins. Now that was a fight here tonight. Wow. What a matchup that was, ladies and gentlemen, as I have to catch my breath for a second, as these two men had absolutely destroyed each other, as Batista gets the massive win here tonight, as he wins his debut in NXT in convincing fashion. What a matchup that was. I gotta give credit where credit is due. Maybe Batista is NXT. He proved me wrong. He got the victory. He did what he had to do. He did his job. Can he continue that though? Only time will tell, ladies and gentlemen. As the Animal Batista wins big here live on NXT for NXT in your house. What a matchup that was, folks. Wow. Let's go. We gotta move on here, folks. It is time for some tag team action, and my question is, are they actually going to do it this time? Here comes the Revival. Now the question is the Revival actually going to be in action tonight? Or I think they actually like their opponents tonight, as you know, Scott Dawson had complained last week about the situation with the Revival, as they did not want to take on Paul London and Brian Kendrick in tag team action, and AOP took those guys on last week on NXT. Now it seems that the Revival, I think they might like their opponents now, and it looks like they're going to try to go after their opponents tonight here, as Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder look to fight their opponents. Now I don't know who they are. Wait a minute, who the heck? Who's this? What the hell? The arena's lighting up here. I don't know who they're fighting. Who's this? Oh my God! No way. That's not who I think it is. That's Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper Looks like they're back together. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wyatt and Luke Harper are making their way down to the ring here, ladies and gentlemen, as they are the Revival opponents tonight. What on earth is this? I can't believe it. This is the first time that Wyatt and Harper are together in over a season, as Bray Wyatt went to NXT last season while the Bludgeon Brothers, they stayed on SmackDown. And they were never really together. Bray Wyatt had formed the Bray family here in NXT, while Harper and Rowan were by themselves on SmackDown. And it looks like now Harper and Wyatt are together again. Oh my God. Every sounds for the bell. I'm just stunned at this. Oh my goodness me. This is Bray Wyatt himself, not the Fiend. Bray Wyatt in full form here is clotheslined in by Luke Harper. It's Harper getting it started here for against Dash Wilder, taking it to Dash Wilder here. Is the shot to the face there by Luke Harper, and this is not good for Dash Wilder at all. Oh my God, I am stunned at what is happening right now, folks. Big uppercut there by Luke Harper, and Luke Harper taking it to Dash Wilder here. Dash Wilder's in deep trouble here as Harper's on the roll. Uppercut there by Harper once again. Clothesline to the outside as Harper takes Dash Wilder to the outside here. And now look at Luke Harper. Luke Harper got the neck of Wilder and takes him down. Referee begins his count, kind of 3 here by the ref. Now look at Luke Harper. Oh my God, throwing Dash Wilder in trouble here. Now look at this. Throws him into the barricade, and oh my goodness me, Luke Harper not playing no games right now, as he's on a roll here against Dash Wilder. I mean, I wouldn't want to run away from these guys, and because knowing these two, they might chase the Revival. I'm just saying, what an uppercut there by. Oh my goodness, what a kick there by Harper! Harper might have kicked Dash Wilder's head off. Wilder might be on Dream Street right now. Oh no, Dash Wilder though counters. look at Dash, he's running away. He's running away from Luke. Oh my God. Dash Wilder was running away from Luke Harper. Do you blame him? he was trying to make that tag quick. Now tag is made to Bray Wyatt. Here comes the Eater of Worlds. Bray Wyatt now as he's taking it to Dash Wilder, and the Revival literally have no answer for these two. These two are making a mockery of the Revival right now. Bray Wyatt takes him down. And now here comes the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt. And now Bray Wyatt slams down Dash Wilder. And now Wyatt throwing Dash into the corner there, and I legit can't believe what I am seeing here. Harper and Wyatt back together again as the back body drop there by Bray and Harper, and they're working very well, like the chemistry never went nowhere. What a clothesline! Oh my God! That remind me of the clothesline that Harper always does to knock people out. But wait a minute, Scott Dawson, he thought about it, but Bray Wyatt looked at him and look at Scott. Where's Scott Dawson? Where's Scott Dawson going? Scott Dawson is scared, it looks like, of Bray Wyatt. Oh my God, oh my goodness me. Since the Revival are scared of Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. Scott Dawson was literally ran on the outside of the ring. Oh, another double team here. Here comes Scott Dawson now, trying to take advantage where he can here. And now taking it to Bray Wyatt now. Now I'm going to take it to Bray Wyatt when Bray Wyatt's distracted. Oh, what a big boot! Oh my God! Did you see that big whoa? Got Dawson out of nowhere! And that was chaos! That's not Scott Dawson. He is scared now. He was scared at first. That poor boy was running away from he was running away from Bray Wyatt, and then Dash Wilder, he hightailed it out of here when Luke Harper was against him. Now look at this, tag is made to Scott Dawson now. Here comes Scott Dawson, leg drop to Luke Harper, cover here. This should do it. No, not enough. It was just not even a 1 count there. Scott Dawson back inside the ring here against Luke Harper. This has been a very, very interesting tag team matchup between these two. Between these 4 tag teams. These 2 tag teams, between these 4 men. Scott Dawson has been very, very dominant so far. Dominant since he came back inside the ring. He was scared a bit. I'm going to admit that I don't think Scott and Dash will admit that they were scared, but I think that Scott Dawson was a little bit terrified of Bray Wyatt a little bit, and that's why he ran to the outside. Or maybe some people might say, it was smart strategy. I'm going to believe that he was scared. Oh my goodness me! This. Dash Wilder. Right to the leg of Luke Harper though. Look at the full smashes there by Scott Dawson though. Scott Dawson not playing around at all here. Big knee to the face of Harper. Now look at the choke there of Dash Wilder to Luke Harper. Now look at this. Scott Dawson now. Scott Dawson taking it to Harper. Oh my goodness. And now, what a clothesline there by Luke Harper. Not by Harper. I'm so used to Harper doing that. What a clothesline there by Scott Dawson. Scott Dawson playing no games. Tag is made. Look at it. I thought it was for shit with a knee right to the gun of Harper. And look at the revival go. What a comeback this has been. Kick out that T there by Luke Harper. They went from panicking a little bit to now. Oh my God, another one. To now giving Wyatt and Harper a run for their money right now. Oh my goodness me. Takes them down. Now, whoa, wait a minute. Harper got Dawson in trouble. Jeez, did you guys see the height? And now Harper, kick right to the face of Scott Dawson. Harper said, not this time, and he kicks Dash Wilder. And now look at this, Luke Harper looking to wrap this. Oh my God! The neck of Dash Wilder bounced off the ropes, and a kick out of 2 there by Dash. Oh my God! This has been absolutely crazy between these 2 tag teams. What a match this has been. And now, look at the strength and power there by Luke Harper. Harper not playing no games, but here comes Scott Dawson though. He got it! Harper, no! And a drop kick there by Scott Dawson. What a combination! That should do it for Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt breaks it up. And a power to head right there by Bray. What's Bray Wyatt doing here? Now Bray, look like he went for Sister Abigail. He was blocked. Harper with the kick. That's Scott Dawson. I'm trying to do what Bray Wyatt did. Harper trying to fight on both of them. Here is made. Here we go. The Sewing Machine. The Revival. Look like they have this. What's in Bray Wyatt's hand? What the hell is it there? Bray Wyatt had a baseball bat, but meanwhile, Harper trying to fight back here. And now a tag is made. And now here comes another Sewing Machine. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Bray Wyatt with a baseball bat. He's taking out everybody. Oh, come on, man. I think this match is thrown out now. This Sister Abigail and Scott Dawson. I think that there's no winner in this match now. And Scott Dawson is taken out as Bray Wyatt is going back crazy. And look at this. Look at this. This is just chaos right now, ladies and gentlemen. And Bray Wyatt is the baseball bat. Now these two teams are just brawling here. This match has been thrown out. I mean, I don't think this match is going to continue as we just have a brawl now. And oh my God, Luke Harper taking out Dash Wilder. And now Bray Wyatt shows the strength and slams down Scott. Oh, what a close now by Harper. And now Bryan's Sister Abigail. We got a Dawson now. The Eater of Worlds is taking it to the Revival now. Wait a minute now, Harper. What the hell?
I'm the Eater of Worlds.
What the hell is Bray Wyatt just dropped his own tag team partner? What was that? Wait a minute. What is this guy doing? Now he's throwing him on the outside. And he's dragging him. What is going on tonight? Oh my God.
How long do you think you can run from me? You better run faster.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are enjoying NXT in your house tonight. But I got a few announcements I want to make before we get to our main event of the evening. Okay, so this is what we are doing. Sasha, you want to get yourself counted out. Well, here's the thing. I know those tricks. So Sasha, you will face Candice Lerae at TakeOver Chicago. Except the stipulation will be in the hands of Candice Lerae, which means she can pick the stipulation that will happen at NXT TakeOver Chicago 2 between you, Sasha Banks, and Candice Lerae. Good luck. And also, it also seems that the Revival have learned to do as they're told. I'm so happy about that, because apparently you want to walk out last week and not compete, but now all of a sudden you're going to do what you're told. I love to see that. So, at TakeOver Chicago, you guys will face the team of London and Kendrick. Do as you're told again, as I said so. London and Kendrick, TakeOver Chicago. To prove an initiative for you guys to show up this time, we will make this a #1 contendership match for the NXT Tag Team Championships. So, in case y'all don't want to show up again, well, you're missing out on an opportunity to fight for the NXT Tag Team titles. Good luck. And now, it is time to see our main event of the evening between Drew McIntyre and Aliester Black. Two guys that had a very, very dominant last season will meet for the NXT Championship in our main event. And here's the kicker. The winner of this matchup will face Kenny Omega for the NXT Championship down the line. So this will be very, very interesting. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the show. And now it is time for our main event of the evening. Kurt Angle signing out. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event evening. McIntyre, Black, NXT Championship. Who will be our NXT champion going into the NXT TakeOver Chicago 2? Let's find out now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is time for the main event evening. This is it. This is for the NXT Championship. As this should be a good one. As here comes Aliester Black. This should be good, folks. Here we go. Aliester Black has been looking forward to this moment since the first episode of NXT, Dawn of a New Era, when he black masked the NXT champion Drew McIntyre and laid him out in the middle of the ring. We knew that what Aliester Black wanted. We knew what Aliester Black was chasing. He wants to take the NXT championship away from Drew McIntyre and finally get gold around his waist. He wants to be a champion again. This is what he's been waiting for. This is what he's been grinding for. This is what he's been putting his effort and malice into. He wants to be the NXT champion. Is there anything that can stop him? Is there anything that can take that away from him? The one guy that he has to beat is Drew McIntyre. That the same Drew McIntyre who last season won the Royal Rumble, went to WrestleMania Las Vegas, and won the World Heavyweight Championship before being drafted to NXT and becoming the NXT champion because of the WWE draft. Two guys that had different paths. Both of them were in WrestleMania matches. One won, one didn't. But Aliester Black knows that he's capable of becoming a champion. And that's what he wants and desires. And ever since he made his return down to NXT, he has been glamoring for the opportunity. He's been salvaging for that opportunity. And now he's going to get it. It's Black versus McIntyre. Right here, right now, in the most famous arena in the entire world, Madison Square Garden. As here comes the NXT champion. A guy that has had a lot on his plate. A guy that has the chase of Kenny Omega on him. He has the chase of Aliester Black on him. They both want the NXT championship. They both want to be champion of NXT. They both want McIntyre's head. Only one can be champion. Will it be the Scottish Psychopath, the Royal Rumble winner of Season 6, the man that main evented WrestleMania Las Vegas? Will it be that guy? Or will it be the Black Mass, the Dutch Destroyer, the man that ended Finn Balor's 1-year WWE Championship reign at No Mercy? Aliester Black. Sorry, at Unforgiven. At Unforgiven. Aliester Black. Will it be that guy? That Aliester Black. I want to see that Aliester Black come out. I want to see that. I want to see that Aliester Black that had the fire. I want to see the Aliester Black that kicked Finn Balor's head off and won that WWE Championship. Aliester Black has now felt that fire up until this season. Up until he came to NXT. He's been the Aliester Black of old. The Aliester Black that was the WWE Champion. The Aliester Black that gave McIntyre a run for his money. This is what it's all about. It does not get bigger than this. The WWE Championship is on the line. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Let's go. Who gets Kenny Omega? Who will be the NXT champion? Potentially going into NXT TakeOver Chicago too. Will it be Black? Or will it be McIntyre? Let me know in the Premier chat down below who you got. Because let's go. Let's do this. This is for the NXT Championship. Here we go. Let's go. The free sounds for the bell and we are underway, ladies and gentlemen. As they have a massive NXT chant going around here in Madison Square Garden. The most famous arena in the world gets plays for the first NXT Championship match of Season 7. And it's these two. Who would have thought just 1 year ago? 1 year ago. When I sat here this time last year and called the first NXT TakeOver. In 3 years! I would have never thought that I would have been seeing Drew McIntyre and Aliester Black fight in the first NXT Championship match of Season 7. I would have laughed in your face and said, there's no way. There's no way Aliester Black and Drew McIntyre would be here in this position 1 year later. But I always say here in this series, what a difference. Oh my goodness, Aliester Black taking it to him. What a difference a year makes. Aliester Black once again to Drew McIntyre. And you can just see it, how oh my god, the knees there by Black. How 1 year makes a difference. It's a cover here by Aliester Black. And took out at 2 there by McIntyre. This is the difference a year makes, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Look at Drew McIntyre now. Look at Aliester Black now. This time last year, none of them had gold. Or none of them was even in this scene at this point. Aliester Black! Oh my goodness me! And now look at Aliester Black, but McIntyre able to counter Black! And taking that kick to the back there by Drew McIntyre. And here comes McIntyre. Here comes McIntyre. Oh, McIntyre throwing Aliester Black now. And now McIntyre superplex to Aliester Black. Oh my goodness. Now look at this. Oh man! Look at the strength and power there by Drew McIntyre. Oh! And now a smacks there by McIntyre. But a kick there by Aliester Black. Oh! No, but Black able to miss. Oh, look at this. The kicks. Here comes Aliester. No, big form smash there by Black. Now look at this. Aliester Black. Oh, went for the kick, but no. McIntyre able to counter. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Aliester Black counters Drew McIntyre. It's been a back and forth matches so far. Aliester Black sent Drew as a cover there. Bam! And a kick out at 2 there once again there by Drew McIntyre. I mean by Aliester Black. What a contest it has been so far. As McIntyre, what's he thinking here? Oh man! Throwing Aliester Black back into the ring. And now look at this, Aliester Black in trouble as McIntyre takes him down. Takes him down there. And now McIntyre picking up Black. McIntyre McIntyre, look at this. He got him. Oh, man! Oh, my goodness me. And now Drew McIntyre picks up Black and slams him down. And now Drew McIntyre. McIntyre got him and takes him down once again. McIntyre is on a roll right now. Look at McIntyre go. He's like, you can't stop McIntyre. McIntyre takes down Aliester Black. McIntyre's on the road, drives the knee to the back of Aliester Black there. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, big bomb smash. Here comes Black. Here comes Black. But McIntyre takes him down. Oh, no. Misses. Now lead this. Headbutt there by Black. McIntyre. Boom, smash there by Black. Oh, what a kick there by Black as he takes him down to the outside. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a matchup. Oh, wait for the knees, nobody home. McIntyre moves, throws him into the barricade. Big Fool smashes down by Drew McIntyre. Here comes McIntyre. 3. Referee at 3. And now McIntyre throws him on the turnbuckle. Counter 4 by the referee. 5 by the ref. And now McIntyre throws him on the turnbuckle. 7 by the ref. Everybody all about to get back inside the ring, and he does. He does get back inside the ring. These two are going at it. NXT has been had stellar main events this week and last week. It's a cover here by McIntyre. You got Black in trouble, but a kick out at 2. Kick out at 2 there by Aliester Black. And now look at McIntyre focusing on the ribs of Aliester Black. Aliester Black's in deep trouble right now as McIntyre has got Black in trouble. Drew McIntyre being smart. He's been very smart here, but oh no. Aliester Black able to counter. Now here comes Black. Taking it to Drew McIntyre. McIntyre felt it that time. Now look at this. Look at this. Look at this guy. Aliester Black in the corner. Just waiting up. Drew McIntyre. Oh no. But he missed it. Oh, look at that. Look at this. Now, headbutt. Oh, went for the headbutt by Black. Able to counter. And a Black Mass! Look, no, it looked like it was a Black Mass, but it wasn't. It was a kick to the back of the head. I'm sorry, the kick out at 2. It looked like a Black Mass, but it was not. Kick to the back of the head wasn't enough. Aliester Black trying to get back up, trying to get McIntyre back up to his feet. Drives the knees in. He drives the knees in there. And now Aliester Black. Look at this. Driving the knees in once again. Cover. That's it. McIntyre gets the shoulder up once again. And now Aliester Black. It looks like this is the full one. He's going for Black Mass this time. No, I guess he's not. Blocked by McIntyre for whatever he was going for. It was blocked. Here comes McIntyre. Slams him down once again. And now here comes McIntyre. Big shot to the face of Aliester Black. And here McIntyre with the big foam smashes right to the face of Black. Here comes McIntyre. Look how McIntyre's on the roll right now. And now McIntyre, big smack there. But Aliester Black counters. Aliester Black counters. Black with the kicks. And now slams down McIntyre. Now McIntyre back to his feet. And takes it to him. Oh no! Aliester Black. Oh, kick there by Aliester Black. Now here comes Aliester Black. Here comes Black. It's been a roller coaster so far. Nobody has got the upper hand in this match. Oh! What a clothesline there by Drew. As Drew picking him up and slams him down. It's now McIntyre picking up Black, and now McIntyre throwing Black on the steel steps there. And here comes Drew McIntyre as he's getting back into this matchup now. And now throwing him back in as a referee at a count of 6 here. McIntyre looking on. Slamming Aliester Black to the outside. Here comes Black. Throwing McIntyre back inside the ring. And now Aliester Black. Oh, he could be taking that big knee. Corner knee, no. McIntyre moved out of the way. Then wait for the kick to the midsection right by Black. Black slams him down. Cover on McIntyre. That should do it. And a kick out at 2 by Drew. Drew's still in it. He's not giving up. As Aliester Black picking him up here. This can go either way. Here we go. Black slams down McIntyre. Oh, another kick to the back of the head. Cover on Drew. No, a kick out at 2. Once again, another kick out at 2 there. And now Aliester Black taking it to Drew McIntyre. Who's going to win this match, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know who. It's too close to call. These two are tearing each other apart. I don't know who's going to win this matchup. It can go either way. Both men want Kenny Omega. I know especially Aliester Black wants him. Because Kenny Omega laid out. Oh my goodness. I know Aliester Black wants Kenny Omega just for the thrill of fighting one of the best in the world. And I know McIntyre wants him because McIntyre got laid out by Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega laid him out before declaring that he is going to see one of them at TakeOver a few weeks ago. So I know for a fact that Drew McIntyre wants Kenny Omega. I know for a fact that Aliester Black wants Kenny Omega. Aliester Black just wants this title. For sure, I know Aliester Black just wants to become the NXT champion, for crying out loud. McIntyre taking it to Aliester Black. Look at him go. Right shot right to the leg. Right leg of Black. Another shot right to the leg. Now McIntyre gonna do it again. And now McIntyre going for a submission hold as it's locked in here on Aliester Black. It's locked in tight. It's locked in tight here. Aliester Black is in trouble. Will he tap out here? But Aliester Black showing the strength and resilience. Not giving in here. As he gets to the ropes. And McIntyre can't believe it. Picking back up Aliester Black and driving the knee in. Again is Drew McIntyre. And now McIntyre throws him into the turnbuckle. And now McIntyre, look at this, goes for a powerbomb, but Black counters it. And now Black knee right to the face. And now picking back up Drew McIntyre. Slams him down. Cover. With the cutter, that should do it. And a kick out at 2. It's still not enough, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Aliester Black. Oh, McIntyre takes down Black. Oh, went for the clothesline, misses. And now look at this. Kick to the midsection. Takes him down. Submission hold is locked in. This should do it. Here. Aliester Black's going to become the WWE champion. The NXT champion. I'm so used to saying that. He's going to become the NXT champion. This is it here. I think it's ball game. But McIntyre gets out of it. Hey, put on Connor. Connor. Here comes Black. McIntyre takes him down. Over Black. Black goes for it. Superplex headset. Oh my goodness. Here comes Aliester Black. Looking to wrap this one up. Driving that knees in again. And now look at this. He's going for that corner knee again. Is he gonna? He hits it this time. Cover. It's over. 1, 2. No, it's not enough. A kick out at 2. A kick out at 2. Oh no, it's not enough. Big ball smash to the face. And another shot. Countered by McIntyre. Countered it by Black. Knee to the face there by Black. Here comes Black. Here comes Black. Knee right to the face once again. Here. Oh no! McIntyre moved out of the way that time. As here comes Aliester Black, but McIntyre moved out of the way. Big ball smash there by Black. Takes him down. It's a cutter. Referee had a cut of 2. 3 on a ref. Oh my goodness, what a match. This has been as McIntyre slams him down. 4 on the referee. 5. Elbow drop misses. 6. And now look at this. 7. Look like McIntyre didn't take the count out. Victory. The Black rolls inside the ring. McIntyre can't believe it. He cannot believe it. Big force back about McIntyre. Here comes McIntyre. Reverse smack. McIntyre Black counters. McIntyre Black. Look at Black with the kicks. Black with the kicks. McIntyre with the force smash. Look at the face. Now look at this. Look at this by McIntyre. Look at it. Black. Taking it to him. Now look at this. Drew McIntyre counters him. Big go for the goal line. Black counters. Went for the kick, but Black out big for the big boot. No. Nobody can get a move off. Nobody can get their move off for a second there. But now Aliester Black looks like he's going for it. Here we go. Oh, he didn't hit it. He was trying to flex it, but I don't know what he was trying. But whatever he went for, he didn't hit it. Black Mass! Ball game! Won't break, no misses. Won't break. The Black Mass out of nowhere. What? I thought it was over, but it won't break. Won't break saves McIntyre. Literally. Over the no. Didn't get it. McIntyre, no miss. And Black takes him down. 2. No. Kick out at 2. Kicks out at 2 there by Drew McIntyre. Look at this. Look at this. This has been absolutely incredible here. Oh! Between these two. Now Aliester Black looks like he's going for Black Mass. Once it no! It didn't hit that time. Black kicks up. Here comes Black. Aliester Black. Oh, but I countered it by McIntyre. Here comes McIntyre. Slams him down. And a McIntyre. Cover. 1, 2. No, it's not enough again. Not enough again. Look at this. This has been a war between these two. I don't know what gotta give or who gonna give. This has been absolutely incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Slams! What a slam there. And now Black hits it. Now he's going back to the top rope again. Is he gonna hit it this time? Here we go. Aliester, no! No! Headbutt! 1, 2, knock it down again! I legit can't believe it. I really can't. Got it. No. Look out. No! Goodness me. This has been incredible. What a match. Aliester Black. No, misses again. McIntyre got him up. And down he goes! And now McIntyre, he's going for it! Claymore! For a win! 2! McIntyre retains! What a contest this was, ladies and gentlemen! Drew Mcltyre retains the NXT Championship in a classic matchup here tonight, live on NXT. You gotta love it, ladies and gentlemen. This was absolutely incredible. Wow. Just wow. Aliester Black win until the end, but Drew McIntyre was just too good. What a match, what a win. Here live in your house in the most famous arena in the world, McIntyre retains. Good night from New York City.